Right, I put the graph at the top so you could just see what a negative slope looks like. The two constants, b1 and b0, represent different things. b0 represents the intercept, which is where the line would cross the y-axis. b1 represents the slope of the graph, which is negative in this case, because as the price goes up, the volume goes down. X is called the independent variable. Y is the dependent variable. We have the formulae to find the two constants, b1 and b0. Covariance xy, you would have already seen from you were doing Finman. And if you have done portfolio theory, you would have booked it up again. So in answering the questions provided, we first have to find these variable things like y bar, which is the average, simple average called arithmetic mean. Sigma squared is the variance. This is really sigma squared x. We're really not interested in the variance of y, but we need to find the variance of x, which is what we find with this set of calculations here. Covariance xy, we find with this set down here. So let's start out. We were given the values of x, which was the price per sheet, I think. And these are what we use here to find the average x bar. Simple arithmetic average, 6.67. Using that, we then do x minus x bar. So we take away now x bar 6.67 from each of these values in turn, which gives us these. Then we square these values, which is what this column is, simply squaring these. Add them up, divide that total by n minus 1, where n is the number of values, which in this case is 6. We end up with 5 values, and this gives us our variance x, 4.67. So at this point, we have this value. Y bar is found in the same way as we found x bar. Simply add up the y's, divide by n minus 1. N for average, simple average, we divide by n. We get this one. So we have y bar, we have x bar, we have variance x. So what we need to find now is the covariance of x and y, which we find with this set of computations. We simply multiply this column for x by the corresponding column for y. We found these y minus y bar values in the exact same way as we found x minus x bars. We simply take away y bar, which is 6.67, from each of the y values that we had. Anyway, let's get on with this thing. So we multiply our x minus x bars by our y minus y bars. We get another set of values here. We sum them, divide the sum by n minus 1, which is 5 values, and we have our covariance xy. So we have found all the values we need to compute the value of b1 and b0, which we do here. b1 is covariance xy over variance x. Bam, bam, done. b0 is y bar minus b1, which we now know to be this, times x. X bar, this should be. Remember that, x bar. So we simply insert the values. b0 is 271.4. So there we go. Thank you.